This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap, and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
Yo, hold on, bro. Hold on, sis. Before you scroll any further or do anything else, if you are in the New York City area on Saturday, January 25th, especially if you in the Jamaica, Queens area, yo, come join me and my bro Sevin, man, for the Let It Fall concert series. This is being put on by Hog Mob Ministries in conjunction with Kingdom Time, you feel me? Shout out my bro Marcus Hall and all them artists, ministers in the New York area. But, yo, come out, man, that Saturday, yo. We're going to be in Jamaica, Queens at Church City, USA. If you want the start time and all the details, why don't you go to HogMob.com and RSVP and get that info? And God willing, I'll see you there, boss. Bye.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Richard Dauphin here letting you know, man, this Saturday, January 25th is going down for the Let It Fall concert series, courtesy of Hog Mob Ministries, man. Shout out to Kingdom Time Entertainment for helping put this thing all together. It's going down at Church City, USA, man. On the bill, headline, man, we got Sevin, all the way from the West Coast, is going to be holding it down. We also got Zaydok is going to be in the building. Also on the bill that night, man, we got some of New York's finest, man. Big shout out to David Vera's going to be in the building to shut it down. We also got Jared Offsaw is going to be shutting it down. We also got C4 Cortona, the beast himself, is going to be in the building. Just added on to the bill is Architect. He's going to be in the building to shut it down. And make sure your seats and your spots are reserved, because it's definitely going to be a movie. Don't want to miss out, man. Make sure you're in the building. Richard Dauphin signing off.
Hey, but that ain't what they want to hear, though. What I stand for, they don't want to hear, though. Wave, let me see you wave. Let's go, wave. Let me see you wave. KCA, let me see you wave. Let's go. Let's go. It's rap. Popping as usual. I'm coming in popping as usual.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap, and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
Yo, what's going on, good people? It's your boy Marcus Hall, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Real Rap 100, where we have real rap and we keep it 100. This platform is sponsored by Kingdom Time Enterprises, which is a multimedia production company that push and promote urban kingdom culture. So yeah, we're back again. First show for 2025. We had a little break, took a little hiatus, you know what I'm saying, after the whole KCA thing, and you know what I mean, we needed to refuel and get ready for the new year, you know what I'm saying? But we're thankful that we're back for 2025. God blessed us to make it through 2024. And yeah, man, we're anticipating an eventful 2025. It's already started off very eventful in many ways. But this episode, we have a special episode. We're going to have our brother Zaydok from Hog Mob Ministries. For those who don't know, this weekend is Let It Fall weekend. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Hog Mob will be coming to New York City to put in some work. They'll be doing an event on Friday. And then the following day, all roads leads to Church City, USA, where they'll be doing a concert featuring Sevin of Hog Mob, who has not performed in New York or did a concert in New York for over 10 years. So yeah, Sevin also just released a new album. I believe it's Moses. And yeah, man, some of the Hog Mob brothers will be coming in from the West Coast. Zaydok will be in the building. Dante will be in the building. And I'm saying J-Rock will be in the building, and a host of others. Also on the bill, it's New York, so we got to have some New York people. We're going to have David Vera representing New York, representing the kingdom ultimately. Jared All-Star. We're going to have C4 Cortona, Architect, Richard Dauphin. Listen, as my boy Rich Dauphin would always say, when there's an incredible lineup, ain't no bathroom breaks. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no time for the bathroom. Don't drink no water. Don't eat no food. You know what I'm saying? because you ain't gonna be able to take a break. You have to be there because the lineup is fire from start to finish. And I'm saying, I was talking to Evie, one of our event coordinators, last night, and I gave her the task of putting the order or helping me with the order. And it was a task because it was like, well, who goes first? You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a fire starter from start to finish. So listen, if you are in and around the tri-state area, you need to be in New York City. You need to be at Church City, USA. Shout out to Pastor Richie Righteous and all the Church City crew. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Saturday is the main event, and it's going to be a blessing. I'm anticipating it being a blessing. And yeah, man, it's going to be dope. Also, please save the date. This year's KCA weekend is officially certified, and we have locked in a date. We're back on Broadway live from Symphony Space. The weekend will be, we usually do it the last weekend of September, but this year we're pulling it back just a little bit. So it's going to start off on September 19th through the 20th. You know what I'm saying? But without no further delay, I want to bring in my co-host, my brother, my homie, my G, my friend. Give it up for my bro, Richard Dauphin. What's good, kid?
Yeah. You're ready. We here, man. You hear me all right?
Yeah. You sound good.
Yo, listen,
yeah, man. For those who are jumping on, let me just say real quick, for those who jumping on, please share the link. Let them know that Real Rap 100 is back. We're live. You know what I'm saying? We're back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let people know we live. Go ahead, Rich.
Listen, I just want to say for that intro, that's the first time you gave me so many compliments. You know what I'm saying? In about that's 20 years of doing anything. You call me your brother, your homie, your friend. I ain't never heard none of that in the 20 years we've been rocking, bro. But I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
you earned it, bro. You earned it. You know what I'm saying? You graduated.
God is moving in 2025. You take 20 years before you get a compliment. Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Real Rap 100, man. Yo, it's going down, man. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you this, before we even get into like Let It Fall, man, I ain't gonna front. Yo, KCAs this year, you know, it's too early to get the hype machine. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. After last year, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. But it's all about this weekend, right? It's all about this weekend. We start in 2025 with a bang, man. Shout out to our brothers Hog Mob coming back to NY, man, for this Let It Fall concert. And you said you took the words right, you know, right from my mouth, bro. No bathroom breaks. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them.
Shout out to C4 Crotona in the chat too. I see you, my G. And shout out to the host of the night who's in the chat room, my brother Willie Green. You know what I'm saying? He will be hosting for the most part of the show. He also has a co-host coming all the way from the West Coast. Shout out to J Rock, who will be in the building as well. Now, I mean? All right. Yeah, man. So as you said, man, we're anticipating a dope weekend, man. Like, I mean, just the opening acts is crazy. Like the opening acts all have the ability to be closing acts. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you already know, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, this is the event that kicks off 2025. You know what I'm saying? And it's kicking off in a big way. But as I said, it's a new year. You know what I'm saying? A lot, this 2025 has started off like on some real, like, wow, really? This is what we doing? We just getting out the gate? You know what I mean? Like,
out the gate.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, it's kind of looking crazy, like, in so many ways. You know what I mean? We got a new president. You know what I'm saying? That dude signing off on a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Shout out to the Trump fans in the building if you hear. You know what I mean? We ain't hating on nobody. You know what I'm saying? We gotta pray for our president regardless of who or what he is. You know what I'm saying?
That's regardless of who or what he is. Now that's how you that's how you say something without saying something, but saying something at the same time. I think that covers everybody, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That covers everybody. If you a Trump supporter, Trump hater, at the end of the day, guess what? Election time is over. It is what it is for the next 4 years. So we just gotta go ahead and pray that, you know, God's hand is on our nation. That's what we got. That's where our hope and our faith and trust lie. Because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I seen a few fires on social media today. People kind of going at it, and I promised myself. I said, listen, I will not engage. I will not participate. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people who I'll talk a little bit of politics with, but I'm gonna channel my energy elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, who's in office is in office. The country spoke. You know what I'm saying? And we got to leave it there.
And in real rap, you know what I'm saying? This real rap, let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we are going to agree to disagree on everything. No policy is going to 100% benefit 100% of people. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if the person you voted for is in office or the person you're going to get the same thing. Nobody like everything. In your own household, in your own household, you don't like everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is not brand new, and I'm not picking a side. I'm just saying, before we start, when you say, oh, I love this policy, and then you say, no, I hate this policy, whether the people like or hate, at the end of the day, this is not any means where, because you, Marcus, you agree with it, man, I can't rock with you no more. Now that says a whole lot about who you are now. Oh, I can't rock with somebody. I can't eat with somebody that believe in. Come on, like that's something that I just wanted to, like, it's over. Like, let's dead that. You know what I'm saying? We're not starting the year off with that.
Nah, we can't because it's division. You know what I'm saying? It's division, it's discord, and at the end of the day, we as believers, we have to remember one thing.
Right.
We are in this world, but we are not of this world. You know what I'm saying? Our government that governs us is the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? We're kingdom citizens. And we have to be here. And, you know, some politics do, you know what I'm saying, affect us. It does affect us in many different ways. But our trust and our hope is not in no earthly government, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we pushing through, we pushing past. I'm not engaging, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, if I don't agree with what's going on, I'm just going to act like, you know what I mean? Nothing ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? For real. Who we got here? Robbie. Listen, we ain't doing politics, but I put up a comment. I voted Trump, and I'm good with it. Biden signed a whole bunch of ridiculous policies. Okay, bro. Hey, bro, listen. We love you too, bro. I love you too. I don't care who you voted for. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a perspective. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of who is in office, whether I agree with them or not, because to be honest, even if Kamala would have won, there's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with their policies either. You know what I'm saying? Like, really and truly, when you're talking about policies, I more so align with Republicans. When you're talking about policies, if I was to weigh them up, I align more with Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to an individual, I look at it an individual's character. You know what I'm saying? And that's where my conflict is. But anyway, I didn't come on here to talk about politics, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we got a great weekend. You know what I do want to touch on, like, you know, just real quick. It's been a story that has unfolded. And shout out to Robbie. I'm just realizing who you are, bro. Robbie Newborn, bro. I've known you for a while, bro. Long time no see, man. You know, I hope to see you soon.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to Real Rap 100, bro. God bless you, King. But a story that was has unfolded over the last couple of days or a few days. The brother, the pastor, Brian Trejo, and his wife Monica. Very sad situation. Very sad situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to be honest, I knew of him. I definitely have known of him. Wasn't like a major follower and not super familiar with his ministry. Forgive me for my ignorance. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it is. But obviously it's out. It's really sad. Like I saw the video with his wife, you know, kind of just like letting it all out. And you know what? You know, I'm seeing the responses by, you know, the community, and you're hearing people, you got some people throwing stones, you know what I mean? You got those who are super gracious, you know what I'm saying? You got those who, you know, everybody has their opinion and their reaction, mixed reactions towards it. Me, I'm just like, you know what, when I see things like this, you know what, before I dare pick up a stone to throw, you know what it does for me? It makes me check me. You know what I'm saying? It makes me say, hold on. You know what I'm saying? This is why I have to walk a certain way and seek out my own salvation with fear and trembling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because sometimes if you're quick to be like, yo, this is who I am, and yo, I'd never do that. Hey, be careful. Be careful. And be careful, you know what I mean? And don't be too quick to throw stones. At the same time, though, there's the other flip side to it where there's this super, super grace, right? And yes, there is grace. However, just understand this, though. The God who we serve is a God of grace, right?
Yep.
And he sent his only begotten son, that whosoever would believe in him would not perish but have everlasting life. But if you don't receive that, guess what? You're going to hell, bro. Hell's the worst place you could ever go. You know what I'm saying? So God is gracious. There's nothing more gracious, like, you know what I'm saying, than God sending him, wrapping himself in flesh. You know what I'm saying? And dying a sinner's death. There's no greater love. The Bible says no greater love as no man than this, that he was lay down his life for his friend. You know what I'm saying? But yo, there's a flip side to that too. That if you ain't moving right and you don't accept that gift of salvation that can only come through Christ, eternal damnation awaits you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why even in what we're doing like this, what stuff like this does for me, it really it enhances the fear of God in my heart.
Wake up
So
call.
that I could really, like, by his grace, stay in check and really walk this walk as best as possible, leaning on the Spirit of God, because it's only he who can keep me. But that's why we have to be careful of pride. We have to be careful of all these things that we can open the door to. Because pride comes before a fall. And again, I'm not casting judgment and saying home brother was prideful, but we do have a responsibility as children of God to carry ourselves. And one thing that has always confused me, or I've always questioned when these situations happen, I've always said, how do you get that deep while ministering? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. Like, and that's just something that I struggle. But again, that's my part, and I'm not gonna go too deep into it. What I will say, overall, we are praying, whether I know him personally or not. I am praying for his wife. I'm praying for healing. I'm praying for the brother, that he will be healed, that he will be delivered, that he will be restored. I'm praying that their marriage can survive this. You know what I'm saying? And that their family can be healed and restored. And that's my prayer. And I know that's a lot of people's prayer. And that's where it is. I cast no stones. You were saying something, bro.
No. What you said was like, I'm 100% in agreement with you. This should be, to your question, And this is to those who are in the faith right now, who, if you're in ministry, if you're an artist, this is why the Apostle Paul said, take heed lest you fall.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Take heed, lest you fall, man. This is why we have to buffet my body. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure, like, I gotta, train this body, train this temple up, because it's so easy to. There's a song by Casting Crown. It's a slow fade. It's a slow fade. It just doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Amen.
we fall, and I'm not just talking about this brother.
Yeah.
We as believers, we fall one compromise at a time.
Right.
And with that compromise, we go slip deeper into a slippery slope, to the point where you went from you was only like 2 feet down. Now you realize, like, hold up, I'm a whole 25 feet. How did I slip? How did it get this bad? One compromise at a time. And this is why it's important for us to not just think because we're gifted, not because we're talented. Your gift doesn't mean that you have a relationship. You can just be gifted. You can just be a great business person. You could just be a great David Vera. No, that's my joint. You know what I mean? You can be a great business person. You can be a great artist, a very talented individual, but that your gifting and your talent, that doesn't equate to character. You know what I mean? And without accountability, without being submitted to your local body, without being within your local body, having a community in addition to your local body that knows you. While you can go ahead and amen and God bless everybody in church and everybody, you look all right. You need somebody that could be like, hold up, yo, bro. Yeah, you look all right, but yo, nah, son. Yo, Marcus, what's really good? Stop playing.
Really good. Yeah.
What's good with you and your family? I haven't seen your wife in a while. Is everything all right? That has the license to really, out of love, not out of speculation. We all need that. We all need that check and that accountability, so that we can make our calling and our election show up. Because when we fall, it's not just, the effect is not just on our household, but even those who follow us. I don't want to take a L for the faith. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that we should be performing for people, but at the end of the day, people are watching us. We are witnesses, and I don't want to be a false witness. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a false witness, man. So, like, when stuff like this happens, again, when it's not for us to cast stones, but this is for us to pray for that family, pray for that brother. You know what I mean? Take on that posture of Galatians 6, where we restore our brothers gently. You know what I mean? Restore our brothers, pray for that, but yet still hold them accountable. Iron sharpens iron at the same time, And that's just something that, again, this situation is definitely disheartening, but I just pray that it be an eye opener, because it's somebody else today. It could be you tomorrow if we're not careful, so that's just what I have to say with that, and no way should be rejoicing over anyone's failure.
No way.
We should be called to pray, man. Just to be called to pray and make sure that your circle tight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Make sure your circle tight. Make sure your peoples are tight. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who's dealing with what. You know what I mean? You don't know who's dealing with what.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could be.
And everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. You know what I mean? And that's why you don't throw a stone. That's why, you know what I'm saying? As the word said, like, before you pick the speck out of somebody else's eye, check the beam that's in your own. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we really gotta, seek out our own as well. And as I said, for me, when situations like this arise, because let's be real, this ain't the first. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the first. And you know what? Sadly, it won't be the last. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta really press. But I wanna bring in Zaydok. I know Zaydok has just landed in New York City. So he's literally, I believe, in the airport, picking up his stuff and everything. But yeah, I want to shout out to the entire Hog Mob family. This weekend is going to be a big weekend, man. They're doing it big. I definitely admire the work that they do. These guys, you got dudes who say, "Yo, we for the streets," or we bring in street ministry and blah blah blah. Yo, this is what they do.
They in the trenches.
This is what they do.
They're in the trenches
for
real. They were outside for
man.
real, and it's appreciated, man.
Yeah, man, and I really admire that. That's one thing I admire about them. And Zaydok, I don't really know Sevin, but Zaydok, I know. You know what I'm saying? Zaydok, I've had the privilege of building with him over the years. Dante as well, and these guys are some solid dudes. And this weekend they will be in the city from Friday. They'll be doing a fundraiser event up in the Bronx. Shout out to B-Wise, Prophet Link and them, who's actually hosting that. And then the following day on Saturday, they will be in Queens, live from Church City, USA, for a concert. It is free. They're just collecting a love offering, so they ain't putting a price on it. They ain't putting a ticket on it. They're just basically saying, hey, come with what you got. And if you ain't got nothing, come anyway. We got something we just want to pour into you. And then I believe Sunday they have another event, but I'll let Zaydok give some of the details on that. I'm really just waiting for his picture to pop up. This is yes, here we go. All right, so without no further delay, he's on the move. You know what I'm saying? He just landed. I think he might be just picking up his luggage or waiting to get picked up, whatever.
He on kingdom business, man. Kingdom time.
That's
For real, right? You on kingdom time.
Yeah, man.
Right.
So this is you know what I'm saying, a run and gun situation, but this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Real Rap 100, please give it up for our brother Zaydok. What's going on, King?
You muted, bro. You muted.
Yo,
there you
can
go.
You hear me, bro? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we hear you, bro. What's good? Welcome to New York. Welcome to the city.
Hey, look, man, they talking about it was cold outside. I say, homie, I'm from upstate. What y'all talking about? It's cold outside.
That's Buffalo, man. Buffalo cold different, bro. Buffalo cold is different.
yeah. Yo, what's good with y'all? What's up, Rich? Look at it.
Yo. What up, homie? What up, man?
Look at it. What's good with it? Yo, what's up,
man?
I'm here, bro. I'm here, man. You know what I'm saying? So what, did you get your luggage yet, or you still waiting, or you outside?
Bro, yeah, I'm outside, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm waiting for the shuttle because the homie Sevin about to land in about the next 30-40 minutes, and so I'm gonna catch a shuttle over to the next terminal so we can meet up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yo,
okay.
I'm here now. Yo, look, man. Hold on, man.
Talk to him.
All praises, man. Hey, look, man. All praises, man, to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We give him all praise, thanks, and honor, man, through the name of his son, Jesus, the Messiah. And it's an honor to be back here again, man. And I just want to salute Kingdom Time for the work, the unglorified work. Sometimes the work that people only see when they come to the KCAs once a year, but homie, reaching out to people at the end of the following year just to prepare for the year that's coming. That's how much work going through it. And so I just want to salute y'all, man. Salute the Good Fight Coalition, you know what I'm saying? And Church City USA and everybody else out here, man. But I just want to show some love right quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that, bro. Definitely appreciate that. And again, as I was just saying, like for me, I've been building with you for a few years now, and you've always been a solid brother. You know what I'm saying? And I think we've built a solid relationship. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, and we always say real recognize real. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So yeah, we're looking forward.
Marcus, you know how you know how I know you my friend. Because when I see you, I smile, dog. I be like, oh, look at the dog over there. You know what I mean? Look at it. There you go, right there. You know what I mean?
Word.
And
always.
And every time we show up, man, it's always love, man. With top-notch cats, man, who loving their families and everything. And I heard what y'all was talking about. And I'm just gonna say this. I ain't gonna say too much because we know them people like that. And
right.
All I'm gonna say, bro, is that make me afraid. It put me on point, and I realized how easy it is to to say something that somebody you really don't got no love and no attachment to. And there's a false sense of brotherhood and spirit of God thought and a body overall and the division and the denominational divide and the clickiness. All of it helps to keep us not almost as strong as we should be as the representatives of Christ in any said city, any said state. And so I just hope that I just hope that the Lord get them strength, because it's a lot of hurt people over there. It's a lot of people affected by this. If something, God forbid, something come out next week with somebody else, this would be the backstory. People will check in on it. You just checking in on a reel or a YouTube short of somebody's life, and it ain't really that short, you know. So I just hope that they be all right, bro. And there was some good words that I heard y'all say, man. But yes, it's easy for people to say stuff about people who they really don't know, and now I even, hey, whether the guy guilty or not, I see how easy it is, even for myself, rebuking myself, laughing at memes and stuff and gifts about Puff and what he going through. I don't know that, man, and sometimes people feel that people in the glamour spot deserve, see, I knew. And when I saw that coming out of so-called church people mouth, I said, look, I'm going to shut up and not say nothing, because people think that what you see somebody going through as a believer.
Oh, I think you froze up.
Yeah, he froze up. He coming back. Here we go.
1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
It's my bad, but I was saying it's a test for you. If you 1,000 miles away, just looking at it online, it's a test for you, because every idle word and things that we believe is brought to our faces. So absolutely, better be careful. Absolutely. I'm not saying don't say words of reproof and words of rebuke. Out in here, the Bible say, when you see a brother overtaken in an evil matter, you who are spiritual, restore that person immediately. Considering
Galatians 6.
Lest you get
Galatians 6.
I don't want to get tested.
That's it.
So that's all I'm gonna say on that, man. Good words for y'all on that. Cool.
Yeah, man. True story. And we'll definitely, we'll keep him in prayer. As I said, I don't know him, but I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, the body should be praying about. And especially for all around his wife, everybody. But yeah, bro, as I said, we're here. It's Let It Fall weekend in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So give us a little rundown of the weekend, Zaydok, so that the people know.
Break it down for us.
Hey, I'm getting on this shuttle, so if I'm moving and shaking, so don't.
It's all right. For the folks who are just jumping on, for the people who are just jumping on, share the link and understand that, like, this is a run and gun situation. Zaydok has just landed in New York City. He's at the airport making a move right now. He's heading to another terminal to meet with Sevin. You know what I mean? So listen, it's one of those. So ain't nothing crazy going on. This is Hog Mob business. You know what I'm saying?
This is what they do.
This is what they do.
You know what I'm saying? What they do. This is what they do for the sake of ministry, yo. What up, Willie Green? Big homie. Green room in the building.
If you want this, man, go to HogMobMerchandise.com. Check it out.
See, he working right now. He's working right now. He's witnessing and evangelizing right now.
Right there. In the trenches.
In the trenches.
This man's on the shuttle. This man's on the shuttle.
Yeah.
Spreading the word.
Somebody about to come to the Lord right now. Like, he ain't playing with y'all. Y'all sitting there just rapping a rap. Your man walking this thing right here. With your heart, like, this is what I be talking about, man. Come on. He's coming in our town, witnessing the people that we should have been witnessing to, man. What's up? What's up, bro?
Yeah, if you go to
HogMob. This how you doing his numbers right here. This how you doing his numbers right here. Come on.
Shout out to Bree. Shout out to Bree in the building.
Yeah.
You already.
I got love for the brother. I'm keeping him in prayer. That's what I think.
Look, somebody asking questions right now. That's what it is, man. We just talking about this thing.
When it comes to Philip Anthony Metro, I'll say this. No, it's definitely that. But all I would say is this. The Holy Spirit gives men their office. And so people think they just preach because they don't, or they evangelize because they don't, or they teach, or they prophesy. The Holy Spirit gives men them gifts. And so his gift may not be the next man's gift. I'll say this, if anybody thinks the brother might want to encourage the brother, say, hey brother, I saw or heard something, let me holler at you, I say DM that man. But if you're a believer, don't talk about other believers in front of the world, especially if they ain't did no sin. You feel me?
Come on. Talk that talk, Zaydok. Talk that talk, fam. You gotta let your light see. You gotta be on point on or off cam. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter.
Yo, my bad, bro. Was good with it.
That was dope.
That was apologize. You can't apologize. Yep. It's what you doing on regular. It's no apologies here, fam. Come on.
Yo, I got
you serving.
Shout out to my homie Ivy Connerly. He saw the Active Christian joint. Then he saw I was in that exclusive Hog Mob gear. He said, bro, that's dope. And so I'm giving him the website. And he's like, yo, what you think about the brother Philip Anthony Mitchell? I like some stuff he said, but do you think he's off the rails a bit? I said, I'm just going to keep that man in prayer, homie. I don't know him. So, you know what I mean? That's all I'm going to do.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't got, you know, the Bible says sometimes when you see something going on, don't speak good or evil about it. Sometimes just wait. I don't know that man.
Yep.
I don't even watch him like that, but I see he's gaining popularity where he's not going to be ignored. So let's just watch and let's just see. I ain't going to say nothing bad. That man might call the mob up and we stumping through projects in Atlanta this summer or something. I know.
Right.
But okay, yeah, let's get back to this, man. So yo, y'all, we here. And New York City, man, you already know I love New York. The first time I came to a Christian hip hop event in New York was the KCAs in 2013.
Wow.
And I never forget it. I seen what I seen. I heard what I heard. I met Pastor Rich because that night Marcus and them y'all did the Friday night joint at Church City, USA.
Right.
That's my first time. I met you that night. I met him. And it's been up since then, bro. So y'all been a big influence on a lot of stuff going on, whether y'all know it or not. And it's just good to be back in my second home in the state. And so, yeah, man, God willing, tomorrow night we're going to be doing a fundraiser event in the Bronx. If y'all want to know where any of this stuff is happening, just go to HogMob.com and just go to our events and you'll see what we're doing here, like where the addresses and locations and things are. We're going to be with the BYs NYC, my homie Prophet linking up, and they're doing something for Unique Student Services. I believe this is an organization that they're helping raise money for that's really working with at-risk youth in the Bronx. And I'm pretty sure the boroughs hear about each other and things that's happening. And so we want to help them raise money to serve that community center and stuff out there. And then, of course, y'all know what time it is, man. Yo, I'm gonna rap. Yo, whoever grabbed that mic better rap. I'm telling you right now, son, because at the end of the day, I ain't fake. I'm not a rapper. No, I'm a rapper. I love it. I'm a minister. I'm a certified Bible teacher. I'm a husband, business owner, all that, brother in Christ. But tomorrow night, we don't know who the Lord gonna bring in that place. I want to see Rich. I want to see Jared. I want to see C4. I want to see Architects. I want to see all you. I want to see, yo, where Vera at, man? Why his face ain't on here right now? I want to see Brother Dave in the building. I want to see y'all go in because it's people who y'all know who gonna be there, but it's gonna be faces that might not be familiar with y'all. And it's an opportunity to sow into somebody's spirit. You're gonna do one of three things. We're gonna chase a devil out the building.
Facts.
You're gonna edify a believer, or you're gonna encourage somebody who lost, homie. And that's what we're here for tonight. And that music that we doing and how we present it is gonna be important. Our only competition is to stay away from sin. And that's all I'm expecting to hear tomorrow night. Yo, when Rich Dauphin get up there and start doing all Latin, come on, son. You know what I mean? It's gonna be on and popping. And then y'all know the mom's gonna be there too. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
So yeah, man, that's what it is, bro.
So you guys have an event on the Sunday as well, right?
Yes, if you go to the website, we're having like a morning a worship and brunch over in Newark. And so I don't know all the addresses by heart, but once again, if you go to HogMob.com, you can see the events and see where the locations are. And we just hoping that some believers will come out, they'll come fellowship with us, break some bread with us, pray with us, sing songs to the Lord with us. And it's Sunday and we not at home. You know what I'm saying? And me, my whole weekend is worship. I keep the Sabbath on Saturday. That's my day of rest. And then Sunday, I'm at church and worship mode. You feel me? So, that's how we go, bro. So since I ain't at home, we gonna have church wherever we at.
Speaking of which, you talking about worship and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, y'all know me. When it come down to this pen and to this paper and hitting the stage and the mic, this my heart. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what my heart's like. Y'all already know what I'm about. But in addition to that, you know what I mean? Especially tomorrow. Listen, with all the rappers that we got, you already know. We got C4 Katona. We got Architect gonna be in the building. We got Jared All-Star. We got David Barry. You got myself. You got you, brother Zaydok. And we got Sevin, who is really one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? One of them ones that's been holding it down, representing the West Coast for some time. But bro, even though I know he gonna do his thing when it comes down to the bars, I am not gonna be mad if that keyboard come out. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If that keyboard come out and Sevin begin to just take us to the throne or share what's in his heart, I am not gonna be mad. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? I am not gonna be mad, bro.
I'm just got one phrase. They better make sure that keyboard on that stage. That's all I know.
It's my home church. I know. It is. It is. It will be. You in my living room. I know where the furniture's at. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be actually two. One on the left and one on the right. I'm just saying. Multiple choice. You can choose which one he sees so fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it right there, and I'm gonna fall back. That's all I'm saying.
He might come out with the Teddy Riley over the shoulder joint on.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's a good look. Nah, but in all actuality, I love that aspect of his ministry because they need to see that light as well. They see us spitting, they see us preaching, but then also to be able to take us into worship, man. I think that's a beautiful element, man. And that's something that I definitely admire, you know what I mean, in Sevin's ministry, man. And his worship songs to the Lord, he'd be like, yo, man, that's like a hip-hop David. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real talk, you know what I'm saying? How he get down, man. So I'm just saying it's good to see that side to that brother as well, man. That's something I'm definitely... I appreciate in his ministry, and I ain't mad. I'm just saying, I'm making it personal for me.
That's one thing that I find intriguing about just the Hog Mob movement. Like, real talk. Like, if I was walking down a block and I saw Hog Mob walking towards me, I'm getting ready for some problems. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's the New York posture. You're like, I don't know y'all know me.
Hog
just
Mob,
in case.
Yeah, they just look. I ain't going front. They look menacing, bro. They look like they got guns. They look like they're about to do something. You know what I mean? But I think that's what makes it dope, because like they have a look about them. But bro, these dudes are like really about evangelizing, man. That's the core. Like, do you guys, what is it like? Because obviously you guys move around the country and y'all move around the same way. Do you guys have to get those kind of reactions at times, like where people see y'all and be like, wait, hold on a second?
Sometimes it's it's a little uncomfortable sometimes, but I understand because we are who we are. We're comfortable with who we are and what the Lord has us doing. And, unfortunately, we get, we will be judged by the cover. I mean, hey, I'm just like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you're looking at. And so you don't want to offend no one, but at the same time, like you said, you on guard. And, you know, and our brothers come in love, especially when we come into communities and we come in to serve people. Our people hurting out here, bro. Just like we was talking about that Brian situation, that's just unfortunately a famous brother in a music genre and in church culture. But that is the reality of a lot of places. Just think of all the communities here in the boroughs that where mothers and fathers are going through that. I'm a kid who I was there when I saw the beginning of the end of the marriage of my parents when I was 12. You feel me? And so we look like where we from, but I just hope that the Lord continues to allow us to, if people give us a chance and we give people a chance, because sometimes, because I'm gonna let you know, we on point too. You understand?
Of course.
We don't travel America in a condescending way. We don't travel in arrogance, and we not goons, but we, you know what I mean? We
don't get it twisted.
I mean, and that's
we how we need to be. You know what I'm saying? In the name of the Lord. And so at the end of the day, you know, like even when bro was talking about worship, I've been at events and seen goons cry. You feel me? I've been at events and had grandmothers literally come to that event and they came to it and brought their grandson, bro. Old lady, man, coming to, bro, if whether I'm in Oklahoma, whether I'm in Sacramento, bro, whether I'm in the Pork and Beans in Miami or God willing in New York City, our situation is the same. So we confident in Christ that we can go and deal with that same problem the same way, and may the Spirit lead us to understand how to approach something, to adapt to the situation and all that. And sometimes it's been like it is. I'll give you an example. When we was in the Frederick Douglass homes in Savannah, Georgia, my man brought us out there, and so we just popped up in the project thick. They was like, yo, hold on. And they was like, yo, where y'all from? And he was like, yo, we such and such, this, that, and the third, and we with them folks. When they recognized the church from the community, but we ain't look like everybody else.
Right.
And so it was kind of like, yo, but then, you know, when Sav turned to the homie and said, hey man, God bless you in the name of Jesus, bro. You need prayer for anything? It just caught dudes off guard. Like, and then we were able to talk and we were able to build. And so at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. We move in faith. We leave what we love temporarily when we come out and hit the road to go and do what we love the most. And that is this kingdom work, you know, and just pray God to give us the balance, you know, we don't want our wives to feel like the ministry is another woman, you know what I'm saying? Right. Time with her, but at the same time that if we solid at home, then when we do go do this, we got that permission, that prayer, and that covering and love from our spouses and our children and this, that, and the third. So it's not easy, bro, but it's necessary, man. It's a war going on out here that no man is safe from. You heard?
Yep. Nah, I salute that, man. And, you know, I just reflect back on when, you know, Hog Mob, you guys came out for the pre-show, that KCA pre-show, where we set it up as Cali meets New York. That time it was GFC and it was Hog Mob. And we was outside. Remember, we had the event in Brooklyn in East New York. East New York. I used to live in East New York. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very familiar with the area. And East New York's a very gangster neighborhood.
That's a fact.
Like, things happen. You know what I mean? And I was standing outside and two little goons came by. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they heard the music, you know what I mean? And they kind of like pulled up and was like, yo, what's good? What's going on? You know what I mean? And you know me, my antennas went up like on some like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm saying like, yeah, it's a hip hop concert, Christian hip hop concert. And it's like, oh, whoa. I'm like, yeah. He said, yeah, how much to come in? I'm like, it's $10. And Zaydok was standing off to the side. And bro, Zaydok came in and was like, yo, what's good, y'all? Y'all good? What's up? Y'all want to come in? I'll pay for y'all. Y'all want to come through? And bro, when Zaydok said that, it hit me so hard because I'm there on vigilance, like, no, what y'all doing? Now
what y'all trying to do? What y'all trying to?
Because you know New York, you know how New York is. New York's like we on our toes heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's a place where we just don't trust people, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Zaydok approached them with boldness, and bro, he seen souls, bro, and that ministered to me so much, to the point where I interjected myself and was like, nah, y'all don't have to pay, just come through. It's my event, you know what I'm saying? And they came in and they chilled for a little bit, and then they left. But bro, I mean, I said it at the end of the event, if y'all remember. But like Zaydok, that really ministered to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it also, it kind of even gave me a sense of conviction, like, bro, it's one thing to be ready for the smoke, but nah, you got to be even more ready to minister to them souls, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at them as like a threat or an opposition. No, look at them as souls who need to be won. You know what I mean? And you know, Rich, you know, we've done street ministry. You know what I mean? We've been to prisons, bro, crossroads and those places and ministered. You know what I'm saying? But that's because we was on the assignment at that time. You know what I'm saying? So we was prepared for it. We knew what we were doing. But like Zaydok was ready in the moment, bro. You know what I mean? And that was a blessing. For real. I'm not sure if you can hear us, Zaydok, because you're kind of like clicking off and on and off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Can you hear
but
me?
You can speak though. Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think
your
mic went out.
Yeah, I can't hear you now. But yeah, as I was saying though, that is I admire that. That's one thing I admire.
Yeah, and
about
I think
them guys. Shout out to Wolf in the chat, brother Wolf. Salute to you, doing some great things in Atlantic City. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and I think that's also important, even for us, you know, because you have to obviously you got to be ready in season and out of season, but also be. I think we always need to be ever so discerning. You know what I'm saying? Always so discerning, and that balance of being ready. You know what I'm saying? When it's caused to be ready, and then also to be having our ears sensitive to be like, you know what, this could be an opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This could be an opportunity, and I don't want to miss that out on that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when it's gonna come or in who is gonna show up in. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it may look like a situation where you know you're postured ready, but then meanwhile you lose sight of the fact that hold on, this could also be an opportunity to like witness to somebody. I didn't see the opportunity. I just had to like you know stand on my square. You know what I mean? And that's something that's very. Even with me, I deal with that. Even with sometimes dealing with kids, I gotta be the person to hold up. What you here for? You good? And then I gotta be like, hold on. Let me teach you why you not should be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Let me still show love. You know what I mean? That balance of having the sword, but then also giving them grace at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Learning to be the lion in the lamb. You know
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Doc. You back. I see you now.
Hey, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
Good,
I
bro.
can hear you now.
You solid.
Okay, yeah, I went through something. Homie should be pulling up on me, but hey, Marcus, I actually remember that night, bro. And don't get it twisted. When I was standing off to the side at first, because of how I move wherever I'm at, when I walk up on somebody and I don't know them, especially, you know, just trying to see what it is, because I seen you talking, and I'm like, I don't look like Marcus don't know them like that. So you know, I just
yeah, you just went out.
Yeah, I lost you again. Yo, shout out to Brinson in the chat. God Chases in the building. You know what I'm saying? Just dropped a dope project.
My man always cooking, bro. He
Word.
always cooking.
Yo, one of the most consistent Christian hip hop artists ever, bro. That man drops an album every year.
I think he is the most consistent Christian hip hop artist ever. It's not one up. I think he is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
He is.
Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris on the mix. Welcome, bro. Welcome to the platform. God bless you, bro. But yeah, Brinson, that dude, he set the trend, bro. He set the example for a lot of dudes when it comes to work ethic and productivity. Don't talk to me about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Looks like we've lost Zaydok. I'm sure he'll try to jump back in.
Right.
But either way, I need y'all to, if you're in the New York area or the tri-state area, New York City is where it's at for the weekend, man. Hog Mob is in town. Zaydok is already, his boots are on the ground. I believe Sevin is also landing in a couple of minutes. And from Friday, they'll be doing a fundraiser event in the Bronx, hosted by BY's movements. You know what I mean? And you can get all the information right there at www.hogmob.com for the whole weekend activities. And then on Saturday, all roads leads to Jamaica, Queens, Church City, USA, for the Let It Fall concert series. It's gonna be a dope night, man. It's really gonna be like a dope night. I'm anticipating that.
Let me say this. You know what I mean? There's certain things I like to see. You know what I'm saying? So I got set up the stage. Like we know David Vera, certified CHH New York hip hop veteran. You know what I mean?
Yep.
C4 Cortona is definitely one of the most consistent. A dude that has pretty much my pick for one of the albums of the year this year. You know what I'm saying? Hands down. You know what I'm saying? Jared All-Star had to been like, breakthrough artist of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like with all the work that he's been putting in consistently. You know what I'm saying? We got Zaydok, we got Sevin. We talked about the amazing, but there is another person who is on the bill. You know what I'm saying? He's on the bill, and the deck was already stacked. You know what I'm saying? The lineup was already stacked, and we good, ready to go. All right, cool. When you told me what the lineup was, I was like, okay, hey, we balling. Like, you know what I'm saying? You better better warm up. That's what that said. When you on that lineup, you better stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we had an announcement that RQ Tech will be on the bill. Like we didn't need. It's not like we didn't have enough spitters already. You insert this man into the lineup, right?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Architect had one of these standout performances in the So You Think You Got Bars competition. You know what I mean? He had the round of the night.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Architect, he was the artist who caused the controversy. He caused the controversy, even to this day. Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how serious it is.
Talk.
DJ Focus, who was on the panel that night, called me last week.
And
he was like, yo, we're coming back. We're coming back. Because I heard we messed up last year. Yo, DJ Focus is all the way in like the Midwest, I think, or wherever he's from.
That's funny.
He got the feedback all the way there. Like, y'all dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? So he said, I'm coming back. We back. So listen, mark that date. The dates for KCA Weekend 2025 is September 19th through the 20th, and we are bringing back the So You Think You Got Bars, the pre-show, KCA 2025.
You heard it exclusive on Real Rap 100.
That's it. It's coming back. So You Think You Got Bars, the KCA official pre-show. We will be sending out more info so that people can submit because we want to put together a dope, stellar lineup again. And listen, if you think you got bars, you need to submit. I already got some like inquiries from Boston already. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you missed the pre-show, the KCA pre-show last year, you missed a movie.
Yes.
Missed a movie.
A movie.
Yeah. So
Indeed.
we're running it back. I mean, the whole weekend. But I'm just saying that for me, in the history of pre-shows,
talk about it.
That was the one for me.
I think that is clearly, and we've had some great pre-shows.
Great
pre-shows. But again, what I think it was, and I predicted it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I predict it's the anticipation of you not knowing what's going to happen.
Right.
Four rounds? What to choose, the chess match between 4 rounds, and and you were just following your favorite artist who did one off. You may come in with your favorite, and then you hear somebody else, and there were people like even though it was so tight, we had 2 winners. Like we had two winners, and then you had a third person, who a lot of people said, he should have won, which is Architect. You know what I'm saying? He was like the person that they felt like they got robbed. Remember, Pastor Rich came up on the mic. I mean, in the middle of service.
Pastor Rich walked out of church. Pastor Rich walked out of his own church. This dude said, "Yo, what we doing here?" Walked out of the church, bro. You had to be there. You had to be there.
It was like every round, everybody's like this.
Yeah,
people started getting nervous for their artists. What can happen? You don't get like that at a regular award show. A regular concert. You don't get like that. The anticipation. What are the judges gonna say? Are they gonna agree? Are they not gonna agree? You know what I mean? Like it was definitely a major thing. So it's also good to see why. Matter of fact, Marcus, tell us why is Architect on the bill? Talk.
Architect. Well, he's been coming to Church City for the last few weeks, and I saw him, and bro was talking. And I said, "Yo, Tech, what you feel about jumping on this joint to do a little something?" And he was like, "Yeah," but I thought about it. It just came to mind, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Yo, E would be the icing on the cake. Like, as opening acts, bro, you don't get no better than that. You don't get better than that. Tech is gonna bring the house down. I have no idea. But yo, Zaydok is back, so we're gonna bring Zaydok back in so that he can." We can wrap it up with him real quick. And yo, Doc.
What's good with you? We good?
All right. Yeah, we good, man. You straight, you good, we good.
Yeah, man. The homies. Oh, I didn't tell you, Marcus. Hold on. I'm with people. Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Yo, what's mobbing?
What up?
What's good? Who that? Dante? What's going on, kid?
Y'all already know, man.
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Y'all know. We in your city, son.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
On the East Coast.
Yeah, welcome back, bro. It's all love. Good to have you back. Looking forward to seeing you, B.
Yo, welcome to New York City traffic, man. We drive crazy out here, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tay know how to drive. Trey, Tay is well traveled. He's a well traveled fella.
That's me. I drive anywhere I go. And I'm in Kingston, Jamaica. I'm driving.
So now the cat out the we got Dante. You know what I'm saying? From the mob out here, got the homie J-Rock with us. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
We looking forward to coming and fellowshipping with y'all.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Well, listen, as I said, man, glad that to have you guys back in the city. You know what I'm saying? And again, for me and y'all are family, bro. Like, we have history. You know what I'm saying? And I got love for y'all, man. So definitely looking forward to seeing y'all on Saturday. Again, for those in the chat, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? It's Let It Fall weekend in New York City, the mob is taking over the city, and they're allowed to. They're allowed to because we're letting them. You know what I'm saying? They got their pass. You know what I'm saying? They got their pass from Kingdom Time. They got their pass from Church City. They got their pass from B-Wise. They got their pass from Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, all the boroughs. You know what I'm saying?
They
in the building.
Got passports, bro. They got a passport to any hood, to be honest.
They got a pass every city in the nation.
They doing kingdom work, bro. They doing kingdom work, bro. They active.
Hey, Tay said we check in right when we come to the East, man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all valid, man. Y'all valid. Listen, man, y'all coming to the barbecue, bro. Y'all barbecue family. Y'all just pull up, man. Come on. Right. It's love out here, man. Our city's your city, man. We here to do the same work. Here to do the same work, bro. That's right. That's it. We got to plow to the dirt. That's it.
Yep.
Y'all gonna help us, you know. That's it.
And vice versa, we really hoping we really hoping to touch somebody's heart, man. We can't take for granted that we in a building for a couple hours and then once you leave, whatever the spirit used you for, you hoping it used you for something, it's going to increase. We don't always get the praise report of what may have been. It's not, when we plant seed, if I'm told to come and water, when I water something, I don't stand there to watch it grow. You know what I'm saying? You got to water moving. And so, man, we just praying that the Lord gonna do something. It's a lot of believers who need encouragement. It's a lot of doctrine out here. It's just a lot going on, and the church is not immune from the world per se as far as experiencing it. The Lord said the storms and the floods will beat against the house. Remember that. He ain't saying he's gonna keep storms and floods away. He said no, it's gonna beat against it, but it will not prevail.
Because we on the rock. Word.
One thing I want to say to you guys, Zaydok and Hog Mob, like when you talk about, you guys go over and plant seeds, but you don't get to see the end result of what you planted. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you this, man, you guys left a major impression on my wife, who was here the last time when when we did the verses with GFC. You guys, like, of course, she knows all of our music. You know what I mean? Everybody that was there in the lineup, but she was so blessed, to see you guys' heart. You know what I mean? And your passion for ministry, because you guys are from where she from. You know what I'm saying? She from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? She from the trenches, and to see you guys minister the way you ministered, she talk about that to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was like, those Hog Mob, talk about how she was blessed and how it just like really made her heart glad just to see how you guys ministered and hear your stories, and it encouraged her. You know what I mean? So she's gonna be in the building, you know what I mean? She's pretty much gonna be holding it down, you know what I mean? Like making sure everybody's set up that night. But I definitely want to let you guys know, you know what I'm saying, that you guys left a mark on my queen. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate y'all, man. Real talk.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you a lot, man, and bless her. I'm glad that she was encouraged, bro. That's what it's all about, man. And to encourage someone who already know the Lord, to help to just affirm them further and plant them further into the dirt, if you will, quote unquote.
And
to what it is that the Lord got going on in their life. That's always a blessing to be able to encourage your brother. You know what I'm saying, and your sister.
Right.
And
Right.
So that's good, man. Thanks for letting us know that.
Definitely. Well, listen, bro. Again, welcome back to the city. You know what I'm saying? And we're expecting a really great weekend, bro. A power-packed weekend, and even just the title of it, like "Let It Fall." We're expecting God's spirit to fall. You know what I'm saying, and then just move. Wherever you guys go.
Amen.
And we just pray that, the Lord will just use you guys, however he chooses to, you know what I'm saying, to impact people's lives, to win some souls, to sow some seeds, to water some seeds, you know what I mean? And we know that, he will give the increase in due season, you know what I'm saying? So again, much love, you know what I'm saying? Much love. And we just pray that the Lord will just protect you guys and keep y'all and just use y'all mightily this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Hey, thank you for that. We accept that. We receive that, man, and that's reciprocal. You know, so by God's grace, I'll be in touch, bro. We'll keep them lines of communication open. If you need anything from us, let us know. We in the backyard.
Likewise.
Salute.
All right, my brother. Yo, blessings to y'all, man.
I bless, bro.
All right, take care.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's it, y'all. Hog Mob is in the city. The boots are on the ground. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're in the New York City area or, you know, in the tri-state area, even if you in Atlanta, come through. You know what I'm saying? Yo, take the trip. It's going to be, I'm anticipating a blessed weekend, man. And the mob, you know, Zaydok, I've built a relationship with him over the years. Dante, good dude. I don't really know Sevin. I keep saying that, but I have to put it out there. I have to speak on who I know. But I know Sevin's ministry. Even earlier, I'll be honest, I actually watched, he put up a video. He was speaking about the Brian Trejo situation and just hearing his heart behind it. I was like, wow. Because, you know, like Sevin, my experience with him is not much of a, you don't speak much. You know what I'm saying? And he's always got this kind of demeanor about him. But hearing his heart when he was speaking on that video today, I was like, yo, this is a man. He's a man of God, bro.
Solid,
you know what I'm saying?
Solid.
That was the impression I got.
I followed him over the years. His testimony has definitely blessed me. Seeing him on stage, you know, a lot of his songs ministered to me, like his transparency, his vulnerability, you know, really, even as an artist, because he was going places where I'm like, man, I don't know if I could be that transparent or that vulnerable, but then to be that place is because you're in that place, you know what I'm saying? And that courage and that bravery to share where you're at, that story like left a powerful impact on me as a minister, you know, and then again, that vulnerability translating even in his worship, you know what I'm saying? So that's someone who I remember he was here for City Fest, you know, when he was here for City Fest, and I had to go ahead and I had to give it up to him, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you definitely one of those artists that have left a great impression upon me, you know, and it's important that we give flowers to who flowers are due. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if somebody bless you, then by all means let them know. Cause like Zaydok says, you don't know who he's over here in LA doing what he's doing, not knowing that I'm over here in New York, you know, being blessed by the things that I've seen and that I've witnessed and by the fruit of his labor. And as artists, sometimes I know we get discouraged. We feel like, man, I don't know how am I even going to move forward. Is it even worth it? Because you don't know if you're making an impact. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't see, you know, unless somebody tells us that, man, what you're doing is really impacting me, or I was blessed when you put on this event, Marcus. We don't know. And we feel what we feel. You know what I mean? This is why I just want to encourage anybody. If somebody has been a blessing to you, yo, go ahead and let them know, because they might need to hear that, man. So that's just what came to mind when you mentioned Sevin.
Amen. Yeah, man. So again, this weekend, man, Hog Mob is in New York City. They have events on Friday. Tomorrow they have a fundraiser in the Bronx hosted by B-Wise. You can go to www.hogmob.com to get all the information about the events that they're doing for the whole weekend. They have an event on Friday in the Bronx, and then on Saturday the main event is at Church City, USA in Jamaica, Queens. You gotta be there. It's gonna be dope, man. It's free as well. They've not, you know, given it, you know, it's not ticketed. There's no door price. If you have it, you know, come through and sow an offering. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have it, just come through anyway. I mean, they really just want to serve. And the following day, the Sunday, they have another event. I believe it's some ministry event. But again, to get the specifics and all the information, just go to hogmob.com and all the info is there, the addresses, what's going on, and just follow what they're doing, man, because it's not just in New York that they do ministry. They do ministry all over the country. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Real Rap 100 our first episode for 2025, and we will be back. You know what I'm saying? Definitely going to be, the goal is to be more consistent with it. I'll be talking more with, my co-host. And I'm thinking about bringing on some more hosts. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Evie might be up for the task. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Somebody might, but I want to be more consistent with this and really build the platform, because that's what builds a platform is the consistency. That's how you grow a platform. And the way you don't grow a platform is being inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Right. So the goal is to be really consistent and bring more content. I already have a few ideas of some other people who I want to have some real rap conversations with. So we'll be lining those up. Shout out to Willie Green signing off. He will be the host for the event, along with J-Rock from the West Coast, who is already in the city. Big shout out to Robbie Newborn, man. Good to see you. It's been years since I've actually blessed eyes on you, bro. But it's good to see you in the chat. Glad you stayed with us, man. And everybody who jumped on, much respect. Shout out to Gage, aka David Vera. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brother Wolf. And everybody who chimed in. Benjamin, Ben J, salute. You know what I mean? Brinson, Chris on the mix. Everybody who jumped on. God bless y'all, man. So we're about to wrap it up. Stay tuned to Real Rap 100. Go to our channel, subscribe, hit the notify button. You know what I'm saying? So when we got something coming up, you'll get notified that we either uploaded something new or we have a live scheduled. And yeah, look out for more information about KCA 2025 weekend here in New York City. We are back at Symphony Space, Broadway, New York City. Also look out for City Fest. City Fest will be coming back again in the summer.
Yes, sir.
Look out for more information coming about that. Church City, USA. Listen, if you missed it last year,
that was a movie.
You missed a lot. Don't make the same mistake this year, because it will be bigger, it will be better, it will be doper, and yeah, it's gonna be another movie. So listen, guys, I'll say this. This 2025, I don't know what it is. It just feels very different to me. You know what I mean? And what I will say to the body, be sober and be vigilant. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Be sober and be vigilant, because I really sense a shift. And this ain't no scare tactic. This is just what I'm feeling in my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really feel like, there's going to be, great things. But I also anticipate a tumultuous year in certain ways that we can see from certain things that have took place. Like the year started off with the thing in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's just like things are going on. But let me say this. The world appears and seems very dark. You know what I'm saying? But we, as children of God, we don't have to be, we're not afraid of the dark, because we are the light. You know what I'm saying? And light extinguishes darkness, and we have to look at, no matter how dark the world looks right now, understand this, it is a greatest opportunity for our light to shine. Because when something is pitch black, what are people looking for? They're looking for a glimmer of light. And it's in this pitch blackness that we're in, this heavy darkness that we're in, that we have an opportunity, the greatest opportunity, to let our light shine and attract people. We're going to be more attractive to this world than we have ever been, because people are looking for light. You know what I'm saying? And we're it. You know what I mean? So listen, be encouraged, family. Thank you for those of you who tuned in. And yeah, this is another episode of Real Rap 100, where we have real rap and we keep it
100. You're ready.
Less. God bless y'all.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
Yo. Hold on, bro. Hold on, sis. Before you scroll any further or do anything else, If you are in the New York City area on Saturday, January 25th, especially if you in the Jamaica, Queens area, yo, come join me and my bro Sevin, man, for the Let It Fall concert series. This is being put on by Hog Mob Ministries in conjunction with Kingdom Time, you feel me? Shout out my bro Marcus Hall and all them artists, ministers in the New York area. But, yo, come out, man, that Saturday, yo. We're going to be in Jamaica, Queens at Church City, USA. If you want the start time and all the details, why don't you go to hogmob.com and RSVP and get that info? And God willing, I'll see you there, boss. Bye.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Richard Dauphin here letting you know, man, this Saturday, January 25th is going down for the Let It Fall concert series, courtesy of Hog Mob Ministries, man. Shout out to Kingdom Time Entertainment for helping put this thing all together. It's going down at Church City, USA, man. On the bill, headline, man, we got Sevin, all the way from the West Coast, is going to be holding it down. We also got Zaydok is going to be in the building. Also on the bill that night, man, we got some of New York's finest, man. Big shout out to David Vera's going to be in the building to shut it down. We also got Jared Offsaw is going to be shutting it down. We also got C4 Cortona, the beast himself, is going to be in the building. Just added on to the bill is Architect. He's going to be in the building and shut it down. And make sure your seats and your spots are reserved, because it's definitely going to be a movie. You don't want to miss out, man. Make sure you're in the building. Richard Dauphin signing off.
Hey, but that ain't what they want to hear though. What I stand for, they don't want to hear though. Wave, let me see you wave. Let's go, wave. Let me see you wave. KCA, let me see you wave. Let's go. Let's go. It's rap. Popping as usual. I'm coming in popping as usual.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap, and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.